Okay, y'all, let's take a look at who's back at it again. Actually, I think I found my content. My content is going to be doing exactly what I've always been doing with this channel. Um, Now, I do want to say, first of all, that anybody that I've ever done a video on, I've never told anybody not to watch their channels. If that's what they want to watch, this is not that kind of a channel. You know, I merely point out things that are foul, and it's up to you as the viewer to, I guess, at the end of every day, have a conscience within yourself and ask yourself, is this something that I really want to support? You know, in the example of Trey King, I already know that that's not anything that I support. Anybody that sits around and every time there's a horrible tragedy, it's an opportunity for him to put on a show, a song, and a dance, run ads all through somebody's death or tragedy and make money. You know, to me, that's a no-brainer. For me. Now, people, everybody has their own brain and they think however they want to think. Some people are going to support you even if you're doing something wrong. I'm not that kind of person. If you're a thief, I'm not going to support you. On YouTube or in real life. It's just me. It all comes down to morals and principles and how you were raised and how desperate you are for a dime. And like I said, on YouTube, a lot of these people, they can't make it no other kind of way. Now, in the case of LovelyTi, first of all, she's not American. And, I just don't really, I don't feel her. Now, I watched her video this time because somebody told me that she did a video hating on celebrities. Was I shocked? No. But at the same time, let's take a look at her tags. Now, these are the tags that she used on her video that she did about this beautiful young black woman who has edges. And I'm going to tell you now, a lot of black women are going to have a problem with this. But I'm about to tell you something right off the bat. Nobody put a gun to y'all head and made y'all put all that crap in y'all head for years because your self-esteem was so low about your appearance and how you look and how you feel about yourself that you're putting all this artificial stuff all over your heads and it ate out y'all's hair. Take responsibility for that. If 1 billion of y'all want to join forces and be the no-edge black women with low self-esteem who put all this fake crap in their head to eat out all their hair, and now, world, look at us. We are united. There's 1 billion of us. Do that. But for the average person that's looking on at y'all, all they see is 1 billion stupid black women. I mean, didn't Miss Universe just win a black African lady with short hair? But no. Y'all rather follow somebody like this that there's always an agenda. Every video, there's an agenda. Y'all are being constantly manipulated. And they feel like, oh, well, I don't have edges. So since y'all don't have edges, we all need to think alike. So she goes on these, ramblings. I call them brainwashing ramblings. Is what she does. Now she has, I don't know, I think 800,000 or something like that subscribers. And I already told y'all the deal about those subscribers. Now, on this video, look at her tags. Philip DeFranco. Matter of fact, I'm going to point it out in case y'all don't see it. Philip DeFranco right here. The Breakfast Club, Power 105.1, Angela Yee. Now, this video was just posted today, looks like, or either yesterday or something. In the last few days, it was posted. Charlemagne the God, Rumor Report, Breakfast Club, Wendy Williams, Amandla Stenberg. Okay, that's the girl that she's supposedly, you know, and mind you, this is a professional actress, a Hollywood actress, played in the Hunger Games, okay? But no, y'all stupid ass black women gonna sit around and listen to somebody from Nigeria tell y'all what to think about American black women. That goes to show how stupid y'all are on here. So desperate to hold somebody up to celebrity status. Okay, but she's not a celebrity. She's not even a YouTube celebrity. LovelyTi isn't. But y'all will hold her up for 15 years without edges, thinking, oh, well, you know, if we break our backs for 15 years, neglect our kids, you know, one of these days she's going to be Wendy Williams. Okay. I hope for y'all's sake it's true. But at the end of the day, you're being brainwashed. You're being manipulated by a Nigerian scammer who brainwashes y'all. She know y'all have low self-esteem. She know that as long as she keeps y'all in her back pocket and have y'all following her around all these social medias and believing everything that comes out of her mouth, then, you know, she'll get however many views and however much money from doing that. And you know what? And may she use y'all ass up until there's no more using to be used. May she do that, because she's been doing it for 15 years. May she do it for another 50 years. That's how I feel about it. You know? And then y'all wonder, you know, why y'all are in the situation y'all are in. You know, see, she throws out these hints. It's like she tells you who to watch, who not to watch, what to do, what not to do, what to think, what not to think. And y'all are just like herd that she gathers up on all these social media platforms. You know, y'all follow her around everywhere she go on here, as if she's some kind of a YouTube guru. No, she's merely somebody that's been on here ever since YouTube been in existence. Claiming, oh, I'm this IT professional and I this and I that. At the end of the day, no, your ass is desperate. And you jealous of any YouTuber that makes more money than you and that is more recognized than you are. And God forbid all these celebrities. You know, but you know, because she has what 86,000 views on here on this video, but yet she's got almost 800,000 or either more than 800,000 subscribers. Do the math, y'all. It don't add up. You know, but yet, you know, she's this guru. Now she's talking about beauty and beauty this, beauty that, beauty blah, 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 blah. Half of her tags don't even match up with what she's doing. I've been telling y'all about this person. It doesn't take me long to figure people out on here. She's got 829,000. She's got almost 2,000 videos. And these numbers, I guess she gets some kind of satisfaction from these numbers, you know. So while you're sitting around turning your nose up at other YouTubers, you know what? Hold your head up way high and look at these celebrities, what they're doing. I mean, I've never known you to have a sponsorship. Ever. Wonder why that is. All these black women following you, and they cannot get you a professional sponsor. That says a lot. You know. But anyway, I want y'all to hear her talk about this beautiful young black female. And Just hear her in action. Let me turn it up a little bit so y'all can hear her. Now, this is after she's, she claimed that, she predicted that the celebrities would be taking over. Well, you know what? I've always predicted that you would always be another desperate black woman on here who wants to be famous. And these numbers aren't making you famous at the end of the day. A zero in my mind is just as significant as 287.9 million views. At the end of the day, it's still a number. Is all it is. Okay, listen to her. She's getting ready to give her opinion about. She showed a clip of this beautiful young black woman named Amandla Stenberg, but she can't even spell her name right. And here it is. Here's her response after she showed the little clip of Amanda doing beauty. Now, first of all, she's a beautiful woman. First of all, if she didn't put on any makeup and if she just combed her hair back, she would make 90% of y'all, she would, put 90% of y'all black women to shame. Because she's confident in her beauty, her natural hair, her natural edges. So like I said, a billion of y'all can join forces. All it is just a billion stupid black women following around somebody from Nigeria being led like herd all over social media. That's what y'all looking like.
All right, so you guys just saw that snippet of her basically doing her makeup tutorial. So like I stated, I'm not feeling this at all. I'm not feeling the celebrity takeover. We've talked about this on my live.
Yeah, well, you know what? A lot of people aren't feeling you. I'm sure these celebrities could care less about the handful of low self-esteem black women you got wrapped around your pinky with no edges, following you around like her, neglecting their own lives. Just a little reality check for you, But yet, you've been on here for 15 years and you're a YouTube expert. Okay, I'll give you that.
And I've been calling this out for a while. But let me start by saying this. Let me start by keeping it real, because I know usually people's response is, you're just jealous. You're just...
Now, when she say keeping it real, what that means is she's about to put her spin on this so that it's going to be a negative thing about anything that she wants to be negative. And it's going to be a positive thing about her and her channel and what she's doing for these black women. I mean, last year I told the black women, stop contributing to her Patreon and demand better content. And apparently some women started inquiring about it, and that's when she got on here and made a video talking about pump this, you got some pump, some this, some that. Well, you know what? You've got some ratchet, no edges, Nigerian scammer on here manipulating dumb black women for coins. That's what you have with you.
Hey, celebrities, can have YouTube channels too. Of course. It's a free world. You can do whatever you like, okay? My issue is this. My issue is not celebrities starting their...
You know what her issue is? Some women that she could potentially get, she'll never get now. That's what it is. Some coins that she could potentially make, some memberships she could potentially get, some buzz that she could potentially get, she won't get it. Because they're going to go immediately to this young, beautiful black woman who is a Hollywood celebrity. And at the end of the day, all Lovely T.I. cares about is maintaining every viewer and having control over every viewer and manipulating every viewer for every coin she can get out of them. Meanwhile, Amandla Stenberg, if I had to guess, she has already gotten paid big money for sponsorship. Off the bat, you know. And yet, you've been doing this 15 years. You know. Your views don't reflect your subscribers. You know. The women can't hold you up but so high. I mean, you're as high as you're going to get. Now, your numbers may fluctuate, but at the end of the day, it's going to always stabilize to being a desperate, hating Nigerian scammer whose, you know, scams are only going to work for so long. You know, people at some point are going to get sick of what you're doing. And they're going to relate more to a celebrity. Now, you can sit around and wish you had edges and wish you had her complexion and wish you had her, you know, accolades and wish you played in all these different movies that she's had. I mean, that she has. But at the end of the day, that's all it is just a wish, you know? And I just think your actions really, I mean, for some reason, I'm able to see through each and everything that you do. I've always been able to see through every single thing that you do. Nigerian scammers are relentless. They sit around thinking about whatever angle they can take to dissuade a viewer from even taking even the remote amount of interest in a channel that's not theirs. You know, YouTube needs more celebrities on here because they don't have to manipulate people. They're already getting their money. YouTube is probably paying them to even be on here in the first place.
On YouTube channels, my issue is the sneaky stuff that YouTube is doing to promote and push them through the algorithm, okay? So,
you have to remember, it's not sneaky. They're breaking them off on the jump. Off the jump, they're being broke off. And yes, they're going to do whatever they want to make sure that these celebrities, who are much more relevant and important than you are seen. It's not rocket science. Just like how you only want people that are going to kiss your ass, and anybody that sees you for who you really and truly are, you either ignore them until it gets to the point where you can't ignore them anymore. Then you come on here in a rage and talk about Trey King and what such a great guy he is. And then both of y'all get together and call people punks. Well, at the end of the day, call people whatever it is that makes you sleep at night. But at the end of the day, you're just a pawn on here. You've always been a pawn on here. You know, none of you guys are famous. You'll never be the people that you want to be. Accept it and clean up your act. You know? I mean, yeah, people are going to watch all this celebrity stuff, you know, at a certain point. But as they mature, people aren't going to sit around wasting their time with that. They're going to be out somewhere courting and trying to get a husband and a father for those kids and, you know, living a better, more fulfilling life than sitting around following you on social media everywhere you go on here. And that's the problem. You have an issue with YouTube because at the end of the day, you feel like you should be famous on here. because you put in 15 years. If you had a job working at a school mopping floors for 15 years, that don't mean that you're going to get promoted to vice president of the school board.
Let's keep it all the way real. All jokes aside, nobody ever. I wonder how Amandla Stenberg did her makeup to the Oscars or to the VMAs. Like, nobody looks at her as some type of beauty influencer. She's no Kylie Jenner. She's no Beyonce. She's no Rihanna. So it's like, it's not even genuine.
Y'all hear her, right? Do y'all hear her? Now, I'm not showing the actual video because she's got all these little different reactions from like celebrities making different faces and stuff like that. It's all brainwashing. That's why I only want you guys to see what's in front of your screen right now. These are the people she wants to be like, and now she's hating on this beautiful young Hunger Games actress, Hollywood actress. Manipulating these stupid black women to say, oh, don't watch her, watch me.
I'd be more happy with her making videos about herself and what she likes and what...
Well, at the end of the day, you know, do you think Amandla Stenberg gives a damn what you think? Even though you've been on here for 15 years? Let's just say she just got on here this month. And she's already blown you out of the water. Immediately. You think she gives a damn what you think? Or what your little minions think? All these black women with fake hair, fake this, fake that, no man, neglecting their kids, all that stuff? No. That's only going to fly for so long. At the end of the day, nobody cares about your tea. They're eventually going to get sick of all your gossip and whatever spin you put on whatever celebrity to make these black women think, ooh, like this celebrity, but don't like this one. Oh, this celebrity didn't do that, but they did this. You know. I mean, you've been following them long enough to actually be them in your mind. You know? YouTube, okay, at the end of the day, these celebrities coming on YouTube is a wake-up call for all of you wannabe celebrities to let you know that you're not celebrities. That's the real issue. It's a wake-up call right in front of your eyes. Bam! And YouTube is going to market them. And, you know, you guys are just going to be in the background like you've always been. Even though you thought you were always in the forefront and YouTube revolved around you, it never did. It's always been about a click and a view. And they can get more from a celebrity than they can from y'all. So let's listen to her, you know, do what she does. Just listen to her do what she does. And believe me, what she's doing on here, y'all, she's been doing this for 15 years. Nigerian con artists, mind manipulation, brainwashing.
she's doing in life. I don't look at her from the way she carries herself as a diva or a beauty influencer or a makeup person. She's like, am I dewy yet? Am I dewy? Girl, I don't know. You tell me. Shit. You asking all these questions. You let me know, boo. That, you know, so that's for one.
You see that? Now doesn't she sound fake? She sounds really fake. This is going to be an extended video because I want y'all to really get the gist of this. You know, this is where the rubber meets the road. You know, I think she has had an epiphany. She's realized that, you know what, you're not as relevant as you thought you were on YouTube. You know, and the black women are only, you know, a handful of people compared to the bigger scheme of things. And I think that's the realization that she's come to. And it's quite disturbing for her, I believe. So let's just listen to her go through these different gamuts of emotions and hiding how she's really feeling about this or that, the other, and, you know, just manipulating these stupid black women.
But like I said, my issue is this. What I've noticed with YouTube is that they've gone ahead and they demonetized so many regular people, demonetized their channels. They made it even harder to get into the monetization program.
He says the YouTube rollout discussion was at a rather bizarre location.
It didn't happen, it was a special occasion. It happened in May, and they invited us all to.
Okay, I don't know what she's doing here. This is something. God only knows how many hours it took her to get this together. You know, all to brainwash these black women. She probably spent 5 or 10 hours doing this. Listen.
Also now sending notifications to our
Happens. A lot of the content creators started to get demonetized, and their videos started to get deranked.
And then on top of that, they've also been shadow banning people, unsubscribing people from our channels, also now sending notifications to our subscribers. Meanwhile, people that I'm not subscribed to, celebrities that I don't watch celebrities on YouTube, somehow I'm mysteriously being subscribed to them. Somehow, every time I go to watch somebody that
Now, did y'all get that? Subliminally, she's saying, I don't watch celebrities on YouTube, so y'all should not either. You see? You see how it's done? And she speaks with such an authoritative control over these black females. It's like they can't think for themselves. Like whatever she thinks, they think. If she goes and jumps off of a cliff, they're going to be right behind her ass.
I am subscribed to, or just, you know, random videos, I'm being pushed a video from Sky Jackson. Sky Jackson does a natural hair tutorial for 4C hair. Recommended. Why is that being recommended to me? I don't follow Sky Jackson. I'm not subscribed to her. And I don't think she has 4C hair. But that's a whole nother story. My thing is, if I want to watch natural hair gurus, I'll watch the ones who have been on here that I have a trust with, putting in work. I don't want to watch celebrities get ready to go to the gala. I don't care what their hair routine.
You hear what she's... Now, I'm breaking down all these manipulations for y'all. Now she's saying, don't watch the celebrities. Watch the people like me that have been on here for years.
Is. I don't care what their makeup routine is. And I'm going to be biased in this video. You guys can get mad and say it's not fair, but I'm a YouTuber. So I'm going to be biased in this video. To me, YouTube was created for regular people like me and you. It was not created for celebrities. Celebrities look down on YouTube.
Let me explain something to you. A company can change their business model at will. They don't need your permission for any decisions that they make. Now, if their decisions aren't benefiting you, that's when you're going to go out of your way and spend hours to make a video like this. And let's just say you have 1 million subscribers. So let's say all of your 1 million subscribers do what you want them to do. That's a drop in the bucket in the whole scheme of YouTube. Okay? It's a drop in the bucket. So basically, a celebrity like Amanda will get subscribers that you'll never get, that you've never gotten over 15 years. And I think that's really the issue.
Talk shit about the YouTube community. You know, we were the bottom of the barrel, but now they're all running here, which is funny. But they're only running here, of course, for a bag. Not because they sincerely want to be YouTubers. Not because they sincerely want you to know the...
Aren't you here for a bag? Or maybe, you know, a little crinkle of a bag. Because in the bigger scheme of things, you're not getting no bag. Tasha K ain't getting no bag. Trey King ain't getting no bag. These celebrities are getting the bags. I don't have a problem with it. I've never had a problem with it. You know, I'm not a celebrity. I mean, look at Monique. She's a celebrity and she ain't even getting no bag. You know why? Because of the same kind of mentality that you pushing down these black women's throats. You know, do what I say, you know. I mean, even Monique thought she had that much control over people. You know, boycott, if I get on here and say boycott this or boycott that, people gonna do it. But yet, at your acceptance speech for your Oscar, you didn't even recognize Lee Daniels, who hired you in the first place. You know? So everything y'all do is a calculated move, a calculated step. I can see through it. A lot of these black women, either they choose not to see what you're doing, or they know what you're doing, and they're like, you know what, we're going to make you famous if we have to spend the rest of our lives doing it. And I hope that's exactly what they do too. Because it will be unfulfilled.
And out to their life, they're coming for clicks and views and to get a check. Point blank, period. They're no different than regular people on here. Okay, don't be fooled by that glitz and glamour. A lot of them are living a fake lifestyle and they're trying to figure out ways to bring in more income. Hence why they're all running to YouTube, okay? Now, as far as me, for the most part, I'm good. I'm not making these videos because, oh, woe is me, you know, I'm scared or I'm jealous or I'm threatened. No, boo. I can sit here and talk about plastic flowers and people will watch my content because I have a subscriber base that goes hard for me. They support me. They watch my content. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get views regardless of this situation. So this...
Okay. Now see, now they get on here and then they toot their own horn. They toot their own horn. I mean, aren't your views down almost 3%? Yeah, you can get on here and talk about plastic flowers because you got plastic, you got women with plastic hair following you. So whatever you do, they're going to follow you, you know? So you can talk about how good you are and all this and that. If you really were, why are you even doing this video if you're so good? You know? Yeah, you've been on here for 15 years. Of course you've got black women that are following you. You know, some are smart, some are stupid. The smart ones aren't going to sit around and watch you talk about plastic flowers. I would hope not. But, you know, if that's what they want to do, let them do it. I would think at a certain point, some of them are going to be out trying to make themselves available to be wives at some point, than sitting around watching you talk about plastic flowers and bragging about how much control you have over these black females. You know, if that's supposed to be a badge of honor, that a Nigerian scammer who's not even from America has all these black women under their control, I would say that is a major accomplishment. That is a major accomplishment, and I will give you your props for that. Because there are a lot of insecure black women without edges, you know, who wear weaves, who are unattractive, who are single mothers, who are divorced and don't have a man, who will never be a wife or stay a wife, or, you know, all these different things, all these different classifications that you fall into. There's a million black women just like you. But, you know, the smart ones are going to realize, no, I'm going to think for myself. I'm not going to do something just because you say not to do it. And, you know, you can sit up and, you know, and toot your own horn and all that stuff. But at a certain point, these women are getting husbands. They're you know, out in corporate America, you know, doing what they need to do. And at a certain point, the light bulb comes on and they realize that, you know, it's just not all about, she's not really delivering anything worthwhile. Sitting around talking about what celebrity tea and spilling tea on celebrities. I mean, that's fine and good, but at the end of the day, there's no value in that. You may get a click of view and a sub, but at the end of the day, there's no value in it. People are going to go where there's value. You know, the only women that can relate to you are the ones without edges who have low self-esteem, like you do. And I would like to think that there's more. But at the end of the day, black women only make up a certain percentage of this whole platform. You know? So just accept it. I mean, you know, to come on here and toot your own horn and all this stuff, you know, that's all fine and good. Obviously, you need something to make you feel good. And like I said earlier in the video, it's these numbers that get her off. But you know what? 0 is a number, just like 287.9 million. They're both numbers. A number is a number, and it's just that, a number. You know. But how many zeros are these celebrities getting behind their checks? Ask yourself that.
This is not necessarily about TT, because TT gonna get views regardless, okay? I'm speaking for the voiceless. I'm speaking for the up-and-coming YouTubers behind me. It's okay, YouTuber.
Doesn't she sound like Monique? You know, it's like Monique is taking the fall for all these, you know, babies that haven't been born yet. You know, that's why nobody is falling for what Monique is doing, because they can see right through it. And for some reason, these black women cannot see through what you're doing. You know, oh, you know, I'm this advocate for people that don't have a voice, for people that, you know, are new, for people that, you know, aren't on YouTube yet. Okay.
To be selfless and speak for other people who may not have a voice, okay? One thing that my brother has been telling me, and some of my friends who work in the school system, a lot of this generation of kids, they are growing up wanting to be YouTubers, okay? Because they see the Logan Pauls and the Rice Gums and all these hype beasts and the makeup people, the Nikki Tutorials and the James Charles. If he can make it, he's just a regular kid, he was just a regular student, I too can make it. A lot of these kids now want to be YouTubers. They want to be social media personalities. The problem is, like I've been trying to tell a lot of these kids, the gravy train is drying out. If you haven't been here putting in work, if you ain't been grandfathered in, there's really no check for you to get. It's very hard unless you're going viral, unless you're coming up with new concepts, which a lot of people aren't. They're literally just copying the same old formula. Amandla's not.
Isn't that what you've been doing for not 15 years, because you came on here talking about hair and had the camera all up your nostrils. But isn't that what you've been doing for a number of years now? Dragging celebrities for tea and filth, for AdSense checks and donations? Isn't that what you've been doing? Well, now the celebrities are going to come on here now and take the bag that you'll never have. And I think that's what bugs you.
Not doing anything new and interesting or innovative in that video. She has a little glowy, sparkly background, like most beauty gurus. She's trying to crack jokes.
See, what they do is they study these celebrities. Just like how other stupid YouTubers study you and Trey King and Tasha K, you know, wanting to be like y'all. God help them. Anybody want to be like y'all? You know. But don't think for a minute y'all ain't studying the Wendy Williamses and the Charlamagne the Gods. I mean, y'all probably sit down and observe every single thing that they do, wanting to be like them. Now, if we're going to keep it real, let's keep it real.
And put on Fenty makeup. There's nothing new about that. She's just reinventing the wheel. So
there doesn't have to be anything new about it. What's new about it is the fact that she is doing it. That's the point you're missing. What's new is she is the one doing it. There's value in that. Corporations see value in it. There's no value in what you do. The only value in what you do is to other black females that are like you, without edges. But as in the bigger scheme of things, and Amandla Stenberg, there's value in what she does. You know why? Because she is the one doing it. So at the end of the day, it's not the product, it's the person. There's value in her. And I think the realization has finally, come to light that at the end of the day, YouTube never really saw any value in you. And I think that's what bugs you more than anything. You can expect to see a lot more of these videos coming up that she's doing now about these celebrities. Because she hates on them. She feels like they haven't paid one due, even though you've been on here for 15 years. They don't have to pay a due. You know why? Because they're famous. YouTube is going to seek them out. But didn't you claim YouTube sought you out? Apparently there was no value. This was, I'm guessing this was during the days when, you know what, anybody could get on YouTube and do anything.
Thing is, so what about the young girl who wants to start teaching a new makeup look that maybe hasn't been done yet? Or the young boy that wants to teach DIYs, how to create this, how to do coding, how to, make this and that. They're not going to get that opportunity because now you have corporate media creating DIYs instead of it being done by regular people. You have corporate people now podcasting and now doing celebrity news and celebrity trending topics instead of regular YouTubers. You now have corporate and celebrities doing beauty influencer work.
There's all these little memes and...
So in a minute, this entire site is going to just be corporate. You're not going to see regular people on here. I'm not saying it's...
Yeah, and I think that's what scares you, I think the farther down the road you look, you realize that, you're going to have to get up off your ass and work like a regular person does. Unless you can persuade all these black women to take care of you and your family and pay all your bills for you. The same way you persuaded them to pay you to make videos.
It's going to happen overnight, but that is the goal. They are trying to make YouTube television because nobody watches TV. Old media is dying and they're jealous. You guys seen my video like 2 weeks ago when I talked about The Real, how they were mad at YouTube bloggers for doing commentary and spinning lies and things like that. So the takeover is real. I've been calling this out now, and here's proof of it. This is the new viral video of Amandla, who nobody looks at as a...
You hear her? You hear her, right? She's mad at this, and I'm assuming Amanda is American. I'm assuming. I don't know. I haven't done my research. But whether she is or not, she's mad at this young Hollywood black actress who probably YouTube, came to her with a proposal. And apparently it was a well enough done proposal that regardless of what she does on here, she's going to draw in young black females and white females and all that stuff. All nationalities probably. And off the bat, she's gone viral. I'm not surprised, but at the end of the day, stay in your space. You think you're gonna influence all these people on YouTube not to watch Amandla Stenberg? Matter of fact, I'm gonna subscribe to her channel. But I think that's what you really want to do. You don't want anybody to watch anybody else except you.
A beauty guru or makeup artist, but now that's what she's pushing on her channel. So, and it's a lot of celebrities. If you think it's just her and Kylie, there's so many celebrities now with YouTube channels, it's insane. When I was on the plane, I was watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And in this latest episode, literally there's like an animated thing in the corner and it's saying subscribe to, KKW. I guess that's the Keeping Up with Kardashians brand. Subscribe to their YouTube channel. So now they're promoting subscribing to these people's YouTube channels on television to millions of fans. So in a minute, all you're going to see is their fans going and subscribing to the Kardashians, going and subscribing to, mainstream people. And that is what is going to... And
I think therein lies the problem. And y'all should see all these memes and stuff that she's putting up, you know, trying to, I guess, subliminally brainwash these black women. That's why I'm not showing any of these memes. All this different manipulation, visual manipulation. I'm leaving that out of the video intentionally. So you can only see and hear her for what she really is and for what her real and true intentions are.
Push them through the algorithm. So then what happens is that regular people who don't have the power of Hollywood behind them, they're going to get suppressed in the algorithm. There's so many people that I watch, and it's like I literally have to search their name, and even when I search their names aren't even popping up. It's like people are being suppressed, they're being shadow banned. So that is my issue. My issue is not so much the celebrities. They can do what the hell they want to do, honey. We're all grown. But my issue is that YouTube is playing games. They're pushing them through the algorithm. Why am I not?
Now, in one breath, she's saying she's got an issue with, you know, this girl. She's not doing this. There's nothing original about it. She's not this or that, the other. In the next breath, she's saying, you know, they can do whatever they want to do. I don't have a problem with what they do. So that's what I'm saying. There's all these inconsistencies. The black women, I don't know what, it's not connecting in their mind. They can't put two and two together.
Seeing regular YouTubers being recommended to me for natural hair. I don't want to see Sky Jackson do a hair tutorial. I'm not interested. The little young...
You see? And because I don't want to see it, you're not going to want to see it either.
Girl who's trying to teach some stuff, I'll watch her.
Yeah. So support just nobodies like me. But yet at the same time, I'm not a nobody. I'm a YouTube celebrity. Oh, really? I think the reality just slapped your ass in the face of where you rank.
Single mom who's trying to teach, you know, people how to do a twist out, I'll watch her. You know what I'm saying? So when that Sky Jackson came up, I had not interested. I'm not interested in none of the celebrity stuff. I have people that I watch and I have people that I support.
Okay. Did you get that? She tells them to hit not interested on all the celebrity videos. That's what she's doing. All of them.
And again, if we sit by complacent and we just say, well, it's no big deal, it's no big deal, realize they're coming to take your job. So all these people who keep collaborating with celebrities and keep eating with celebrities and keep doing makeup with celebrities. I sent a video the other day of Nikki Tutorial.
This ain't really a job, though. That's the problem. You know? You sit on your ass, you manipulate these black women, and now the celebrities are going to come on here and get the views, and they don't have to do any manipulation because YouTube's going to pay them very well to be on here in the first place. And then they're going to get, you know, seen and, you know, all that stuff. And I think that's the issue, you know. I think you were stupid to ever put your whole livelihood into a social media platform. That's where you messed up at.
Doing makeup on Lady Gaga. You know, a few years ago, Lady Gaga wouldn't have looked at a YouTuber twice. But now she's doing makeup on Lady Gaga, and that video has 3 million views. And of course, what are they promoting? Please subscribe to Lady Gaga's channel.
Do y'all get it now? This is how she does it. Y'all heard her say she talked to her brother, right? I'm sure he's Nigerian as well. Remember I told you about those Nigerian scammers? You know. She's going to get through to some. I mean, a lot of people are going to watch. You know, they're going to give it a little, you know, like and all that different stuff. But at the end of the day, a like is not a bag. It ain't. You know. It's just not. And just accept it. You know, you'll never be famous like these people are. What's the big deal? Why does anybody owe you fame? You know, y'all get on here like y'all news announcers and haven't even taken journalism 101. But yeah, you know, everybody owes you something. No, nobody owe you a damn thing.
because they all have YouTube channels now. So in a minute, these same folks that you guys are collaborating with are going to be the same ones taking over your position. I'm just saying. Now, a lot of them, they're okay. They've made, you know, Nikki Tutorials is a millionaire. They've made more than enough money. So it really won't really matter for them. But my issue is the people coming up behind them. The people that I get emails from day in, day out. I'm not...
Listen to her. Isn't she talking like she's this celebrity that people are just emailing her about, you know, how do I do it? How, you know, I just don't get it. But then at the same breath, you know, you're a nobody. You know, you're all over the place. No wonder no one will sponsor you. Your manipulation is so blatant. You think white people can't sit around? White people now, the ones that are running all this, you think they can't sit around and see what you're about? You're mad. You're the typical mad black woman that feels like YouTube owes you something. And the other black women are paying you, I guess, to offset that somehow. But it's never going to balance out. They can never pay you enough. And I think the fact that Amanda came on here, it was just like a real, you know, reminder of that. And the reality has finally sunk in. And that's why you went through all of this. Because y'all should see all these memes in this video. I mean, she put in a lot of time for this.
Getting views. What can I do? They still won't monetize me. You know, how can I get in the algorithm? These are the questions we constantly get hounded with as YouTubers. And at this point, I don't even know what to tell people because they're not even pushing me and regular YouTubers through the algorithm as much. I mean, it's insane. Like, you literally have to either follow me on Patreon, Twitter, Instagram to get a notification because from what I see, half the time the notification...
You hear? See? Didn't I just say she leads her herd around to Patreon, Instagram, Twitter, you know? And they just follow her around like that. It's kind of sad, really. I just got to keep it real. It's really sad. I really like doing these type of like in-depth analysis videos to really, you know, for the naysayers, the ones that are on the fence, to really see, you know. I mean, you're out working a regular job. What's so special about this person that they can't do it as well? But yet, you have to pay them to sit on their ass and make you videos. I mean, the logic in that, I have never been able to wrap my head around that.
Notifications don't work. But if I post a link on Patreon, my Patrons get the notification quick because of Patreon. My Instagram peoples, they get the notification quick because of Instagram. But the YouTubers who are the subscribers and the people who support...
And don't think for a minute they aren't getting money on Patreon, they aren't getting money on Instagram, and they aren't getting money on Twitter. That's the whole purpose of you going there, is for them to get money off of it. And it's not as much as they get on YouTube, but don't think for a minute they aren't getting that.
My channel, you know, their notifications are hit and miss. How is that okay? But yet and still you're recommending somebody to me that I don't even watch, that I'm not subscribed to, and that I'm not interested in. No shade towards her, I'm just not interested. Because...
Now, in one breath, you was talking about all this shade. I mean, it was obvious you were throwing her all this shade. You know. You had all these little memes up about how boring her channel is, and she wasn't being original, and the makeup, and all this. But then in the next breath, there's no shade. See?
There's plenty of people that I watch for hair stuff and, you know, makeup and things like that. So I don't know. That it's just really frustrating me, but I just really wanted to just have an open and honest dialogue about this.
Yeah, because I want y'all to keep paying me and taking care of me. And that way, whatever happens on YouTube, I am y'all's responsibility now to take care of. And for the record, y'all, she has 829,000 followers. 1,903 videos. She's been doing this, I guess, well, it doesn't say here, 287.9 million views, and she has been on this video. She got 2,000, excuse me, 2,500, excuse me, and 4 comments. Now, me personally, I don't even care about the comments. I mean, half the time, I would rather not have a comment. Really, to be honest with you, just give me the thumbs up or thumbs down. I'm fine with that. It's a lot of hateful people leave very sick things, and sometimes I'm reluctant to even click to see if I have any comments, because it's just a whole different vibe that you get, you know, from these people, and it takes away from your creativity, you know. And videos like this, it's kind of the same way, because you got to remember, everything that they do, every word that they say, whatever spin they put on it, whatever meme and picture and animation they put up through these videos, it's all to persuade you and, you know, brainwash you, you know. Fortunate for me, I know how to go to these channels now. I don't have to deal with any of their ads. Everything I watch, if I want to watch them, not one ad comes up. So I don't have to deal with any of that.
Because the face of YouTube is changing. This is not about hate. This is not about jealousy. And this is not about celebrities who have been here. So let me also clear that up. I'm not talking about Candy. I'm not talking about Tamara, because I think she's been had a show. She's been doing stuff on YouTube.
So she wants to decide what celebrities YouTube, which is a company she does not own, should bring on YouTube. No, they're going to bring on here whoever they want to. You just going to have to make it as best you can, which is making about 1/10 of your views from your followers. So of those 829,000, you probably have about 85,000 subscribers in actuality.
YouTube. I'm not talking about the celebrities who have been making content for years and just having fun with it, because, you know, we've all seen them on here throughout the years. I'm talking about the ones who are literally running here to get a quick bag. Amandla Stenberg.
So it's like, if you haven't been doing this for years, you shouldn't be on here. That's sick. You know what? I mean, that sounds sick, doesn't it? You know, it takes a mind like mine to see it for what it is and hear it for what is actually being said. In other words, if you haven't been like me on here for years, then you know what? I don't think you deserve to be on here. You're sick. That's sick. And it's sick that you're hating on this beautiful young black movie star. You know, and fortunately, the black women that make up, you know, your circle is only a handful of sand on a beach.
Is literally running to get a quick bag. Nothing about her scream beauty guru. Like, let's keep that all the way 100. And that's what I'm seeing. Miley Cyrus is running up here to get a quick bag. It's like all these celebrities and even their children. Look at, you know, Rebecca from Full House. Her daughter had a whole YouTube channel, 1 million followers guaranteed for her right there and then. And she wasn't doing shit but sitting in her dorm room. So again, this YouTube takeover of celebrity and famous people and their children, it's getting crazy. And in a minute, there's not going to be room for just the regular smuggler people. And I understand some of y'all may not care because you guys have no intentions of making YouTube videos. But there's hundreds and thousands of people who do care, who want a shot on YouTube, who want to make videos, who want to make, you know, have their children make videos and their grandkids make videos and things like that. But again, no one is going to notice them. YouTube is not going to push them through the algorithm.
Therein lies the problem, see? You found the formula that works as far as manipulating these black women into taking care of you and following you all around social media for years. And it bugs you that YouTube can just, you know, press a button and bam, you know. Here it is. Somebody else is right where they want them to be. It's because they're famous. They're Hollywood celebrities. And that's what I think you're not getting. You're not a Hollywood celebrity. You're a regular person. Regular people have to work regular jobs to get by. Why is it these stupid black women's responsibility to take care of you and your kids? Because you're scared that now, oh, your kids won't get to make YouTube videos and do the same thing you do, and your grandkids won't. You know what? It all goes back to that Nigerian scammer mentality. It's a generational thing. That's how scams work. They're taught.
Because they are ready to make YouTube corporate and turn YouTube into television. And if you've not been grandfathered in, if you haven't been here, you know what I'm saying, from literally a OG, they're not fooling with you. And it's really sad. It really is. So anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire crazy situation concerning the celebrity takeover of YouTube. We've been talking about this now for months, and now everything is starting to come to pass. Do you agree with me that, you know, YouTube is wrong for pushing them through the algorithm, all the while suppressing regular content creators? And then what do you guys see for the future of YouTube? Do you feel like this is going to be the new television and it's going to be...
Let me tell you this. At the end of the day, get up off your ass and get a job. Stop sitting around expecting YouTube to take care of you. Because at the end of the day, you're not famous. They're going to push through whoever they need to push through. And stop sitting around expecting these black women to take care of you. Take care of yourself like you did. Pretend there's no YouTube. What would you do? Starve?
Basically filled with nothing but celebrities, celebrity family vlogs, and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping.
Yep. Anyway, that's her in action, guys.